All parents want their children to score good marks. They want them to perform really well in exams. Why? Because there are a lot of benefits of it. Good marks always boosts confidence. There was this research done in University of Michigan where more than 80%, yes, 80%, more than 80% students believed that their self-worth, their worthiness was based on their academic performances. The doors of some of the top colleges, universities, they open with good marks. With the help of good marks, students can avail scholarships which can help them to get the concession in fees. And even today, there are majority of multinational companies who consider good marks as eligibility criteria for joining their company. So all parents know these facts really well, and they make their kids understand this. Also, they make sure that their child get all the possible resources which can help them achieve the desired and expected marks. But what happens here is many students fail to achieve that. Many students have lost interest in subjects like mathematics. They are mostly in the negative states like anxiety, boredom, frustration. They get easily distracted during studies. Their bad habits, behaviors always distract them from achieving their goals. They are not able to get rid of the fear and phobia they have in their minds, and they lack self-confidence. So why does this happen? Let's go into the details. The parents and teachers, they understand the importance of scoring good marks and they keep pushing their children to study. So studying is the most important task now these children have. And what they do is they study in school, they study in college, they study in coaching classes, they study in tuitions, they study in group studies, they study during the self-studies. They keep on studying. In spite of working so hard, many of them are not getting the results. Why? Because this kind of model is not acceptable to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind always wants to hold the outcome as the center, and then the tasks need to be done. So previously, when children were only studying and then expecting the outcome, what needs to be done here is the outcome has to be the center and then the tasks need to be done. So let's assume that there is a kid who wants to score 90%. So the scoring 90% should be his outcome, and then the tasks will be decided. So now he has a clear picture what tuitions he needs to attend, what books he needs to read, what papers he needs to solve, what are those topics that he must learn from his friends, what are the topics that he must study from the experts. He or she will make sure that the outcome is reached by performing all the different tasks, and that will be very calculated. Now the subconscious mind will start helping the child and will figure out the ways through which the outcome will be achieved. Here is another problem. There are a lot of parents who complain that their children, they study a lot, but still they do not succeed, but still they are not getting the desired results. Why is this happening? It's happening because the child does not have a strong why. There has to be a very strong why to motivate yourself to get the desired results. So let's consider a scenario. We are putting a gun on the parent's head and we are asking the child to study for 1 year and score 90%. Now it hardly matters if the student is average or exceptional at the studies, the student will definitely score 90. Why? Because he has a very strong why. But such kind of models are definitely not recommended. If there is a strong why, children will do it. So here the child has to first decide what is his present state and then what is the desired state. And to move from the present state to the desired state, the driving vehicle will be why. To find out the why, I'll give you 4 questions. To make your child fill up 8-10 papers answering to these 4 questions. Question number 1. What are my gains if I reach the outcome? So for example, if you want your child to score 90%, make your child write the gains that he will get after reaching the outcome, that is 90%. It has to be something that the kid can see, watch, feel, something like that. Student cannot write something like that, I'll be happy. The child can be happy even after watching a movie or eating a pizza or eating an ice cream. So being happy will not justify. It has to be something like this, that if I reach this particular goal, maybe my school will honor me with a medal or trophy. Maybe there will be an interview of mine in some certain newspaper, magazine or news. Maybe my parents will take me to so and so vacation. Maybe my parents will gift me so and so thing. So these are the gains that the child must write in this particular list. The second question that the child needs to answer is, what are the pains if I don't reach the goal? Always remember that person will do everything possible to either get pleasure or to run away from pains. We also need to make that child write the answer for what are my pains if I don't reach the outcome. Maybe he'll not get the admission in a good college. Maybe he'll not get good faculties over there. Maybe he'll not be eligible for those scholarships. So you need to make that child write all the possible pains that he'll get if he do not achieve that outcome. Question number 3. What are my gains if I don't reach the outcome? Now you'll say, what kind of question is this? How can somebody have gains when the person does not have that desired outcome? Yes, there are gains. Maybe he'll get to sleep more. Maybe he'll get to watch television more. Maybe he or she will get more time to hang out with friends. So there are definitely some gains when we do not go for the outcome. And question number 4, what are my pains if I get that outcome? Yes, there are pains associated to the achievements as well. In order to achieve that outcome, maybe he'll need to read more books. Maybe he'll need to go for multiple tuitions. Maybe the child has to wake up early. There are many more pains that he or she has to take in order to achieve that outcome. If the impact of answers of question number 1 and 2 is greater than the impact of the answers to the questions 3 and 4, then nothing will stop the kid from achieving that outcome. Also, there are a lot of students who complain that they learned everything, but they forgot almost everything, or they got blank when they sat for the exams. Now this happens because they are not making use of their full potential of the memory. Do you know that there are memory techniques which can unlock the entire potential of the memory, and if taken advantage of that, then one can remember things for lifetime. Normally when students learn things, they are making use only of one brain, either left brain or right brain. But one has to learn the art of making use of both the brains, left brain and right brain. That is when they'll start to remember everything. The left brain helps you to remember things by making the use of logic, sequencing, numbering, lists, etc. Whereas the right brain, it activates through creative associations like rhythms, colors, etc. So by stimulating both sides of brain during studies for storing that information in memory, students will improve the ability to remember almost everything. As a student, they have to study all subjects and remember almost everything, whereas a teacher has to teach only one subject. So the life of students is not easy. As a student, they have to remember tons of facts and figures, and they have no way to go down and remember everything. Mind maps help students to note down the important topics in the form of keywords and then make associations to the ideas, facts, and this helps students to visually keep all the things on a single sheet. So yes, one chapter which is included in a textbook consisting of around 16 to 17 pages can be visually summarized on one single sheet. So this makes note making so damn easy, and it becomes very easy for students to revise as well. Even during the exams, the revision becomes so easy because the students has to only write down the main topics or the main branches and then fill the entire sheet by recalling things from the memory. So these are some of the smart techniques that any student can make use of to achieve any goal. Dear parents and students, we are coming with 1 month course that will help you master these techniques of creating super memory, practicing neuro-linguistic programming, mastering mind maps, goal setting, time management, body language, and many more topics. By joining this outstanding course, you will learn to regain your lost interest in any subjects or studies. You will learn to overcome any negative state like boredom, anxiety, frustration, etc. You will learn to handle the unwanted and distracting thoughts during the studies. You will learn to get rid of habits and behaviors that are distracting you to achieve your goals. You will learn to get rid of any phobia or fear. You will learn to develop self-confidence. You will also learn to model the patterns of successful students and produce wonderful results. So what are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity today because we are running an outstanding offer. Only for a limited time, we are offering you 71% off. The price of this course is 10,000 rupees, but the value that it offers is priceless. And during this offer, you're getting this course at just rupees 2,900. Book your seat now.